Y'all, there ain't nothing more painful than being with somebody who's supposed to love you, but they make you feel small. Like no matter what you say, you're wrong. No matter what you do, it's not enough. And every conversation feels like a put down in disguise. Well, you ain't crazy, and you dang sure don't deserve that kind of treatment, especially not in your own home. Let's talk about how to handle it when your spouse talks down to you and how to take your dignity back without burning the whole thing to the ground. If you ever felt like you're walking on eggshells or constantly second guessing yourself, hit that old subscribe button. We're building a whole community right here of folks who are tired of the mind games and they're ready to heal. Number one, we're going to name the problem. Here's the hard truth. When your spouse talks down to you, that ain't just a bad habit. That's a dang power play. They may wrap it up in sarcasm, fake concern, or I'm just joking nonsense, but at its core, it's about control. It shows up in phrases like, you wouldn't understand, you're being emotional or hormonal again, let me handle it, you'll just mess it up, or even the dreaded eye roll and smirk comment. These ain't just words, y'all, they're emotional paper cuts, and over time, they bleed your confidence dry. Let me tell you something real about a fella I knew named Ronnie. He was a good old boy, quiet, hard-working, married to a woman who ran every conversation like a dang courtroom. And he was always the one on trial. He'd try to speak up, and she'd interrupt him. He'd try to explain himself, and she'd say, oh, please, don't start with your drama. Over time, that man stopped talking altogether. He stopped laughing, stopped offering his opinion. Because being quiet, well, it felt safer than being crushed. Does that sound familiar? Well, it took one old camping trip with the boys for us to say, brother, you ain't stupid. You're just silenced. And that was the day he turned, and he started climbing back out of that situation. Y'all, here's why it hurts so bad. Being talked down to hits deep because it messes with your sense of self. It makes you question your worth, your intelligence, even your memory. You start wondering, maybe I am too sensitive. Maybe I do sound dumb. Maybe I'm not enough for them. But let me tell you something. Just because somebody don't see your value doesn't mean you're not valuable. It means they got old cloudy vision. Not that you're broken. Let's talk about what to do about it. Number one, let's recognize it out loud. Name the behavior, not just the feeling. Say to yourself, that was not a joke, that was belittling. That wasn't helpful, that was condescending. Y'all, clarity is the first step to power. So set verbal boundaries. You don't need to beg. You just need to say it straight. Say, I don't appreciate being spoken to like that. If I need to express myself, let's do it with respect. I'm open to feedback, not insults. Don't match their tone. Stay calm. Stay rooted. You rise above it to be better, not to stay sane. Their disrespect ain't your permission slip to lose your peace. Y'all, let's also talk about the pattern, not the moment. Find a calm time, not during a fight, and say, hey, I've noticed a lot of your conversations leave me feeling belittled. I don't want to feel like that again. I don't like to be talked down to. Use I statements. Keep it real, like not really accusatory, and have a backup plan, y'all. If they refuse to change, if they double down, if they mock your boundaries, that's a major red flag. You can suggest counseling, but if they won't own their behavior, you may need a little space, a line in the sand. And yes, sometimes that means walking away to protect your sanity. When they say you're too sensitive, that's an old classic trap. They don't want to own their rudeness, so they make your feelings a problem. But let me ask you this. If somebody stepped on your foot and you said, ow, would they say you're too sensitive? Or would they say, oh man, I'm so sorry, I'll stop doing it? Exactly. You ain't too sensitive. You're human. I need you to hear this in your bones. You are not made to be somebody's emotional punching bag. You're not made to shrink, second guess, or walk on eggshells in the name of love. Because y'all, real love will lift you up. Real love will make you feel safe. Real love sees you. If your spouse has forgotten that, it's time to remind them. And if they can't learn it, you get to choose peace over pride. You get to choose you. Y'all, if this hit home, hit that old subscribe button. Like the video and share it with somebody that needs it. I'm going to walk with you through this old hard stuff together, just one truth bomb at a time.